going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at two new offerings from DALBINOWL. All right, these are their two new open reflex sights. All right, we have the TYTO-G for green. This has a 2.5 MOA Green Dot. And we have the TYTO-R for the red, which has a 2.5 MOA Red Dot. So these are 7075 aluminum, IPX7 waterproof, 1500G shockproof, and they come with a 3-year warranty. So let's just see what you get in the box. Now, from reading the instructions here, here's your instructions. All right, here's all your stuff here. Open reflex sight, 7075 aircraft grade aluminum, RMR footprint, and it does come with a Picatinny rail. Now, I think those are real cool. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Fully multi-coated lens, 1 power. You get plus or minus 45 MOA up or down, 90 MOA total in adjustment. All right, 10 levels of brightness, unlimited eye relief. It is battery powered, takes a CR1632 3-volt. There's the weight, all that kind of jazz. How to turn it on, off. You know, nowadays with pistol mounted red dots and stuff being so common, a lot of them operate in the same way, which is I actually like. It's cool. So here's how your sight comes in a little rubber shell, which I dig too. Little case there. You get a Picatinny mount, so you can side mount this to a rifle, a carbine. You know, anything that has Picatinny mount on there. Some people like to roll with these on a riser for a rifle, which I get that. That's very cool. Here's all your other stuff. You get multiple different sizes of screws, thread pitch. These are probably all, yeah, different sizes, links, all that kind of jazz. Here's a little tiny one that's probably an extra for your battery cover, which I'm sure it is. Here's a battery. Here's the universal wrench, which I dig, and your little desiccant pack there. Yeah, I dig the little rubber protective cover that these come with. It is kind of a pain to get these off initially before you've mounted the optic, but here it is. All right, nice curve front to it. I dig that. Very simple up and down buttons. TYTO red. It is branded with their logo, the DALBINOWL logo. I mean, I know you're gonna say DALBINOWL. What I get when I review their stuff, I get the, what does that even mean? I don't understand the name. I get it. But hey, don't pay attention to the name, okay? Pay attention to the value you get for this and for what it does. Now, let's put the battery in on this one. It's my understanding. Again, what did I do with the battery? Here it is. Okay, folks. So there you go. Here is the red dot one, 2.5 MOA red dot. And here is the green dot, 2.5 MOA green dot. These also have manual on-off modes and 4-minute automatic shut-off and shake awake mode. So also they have the rudimentary rear sights built in the back for the iron sights, if you can get some lower third co-witness iron sights there. These are very solid, nice thick aluminum housings. Looks like nice coating here on the front face of the glass. I dig that. Yeah, I also like the big buttons on the side, so you're not trying to fiddle with little tiny buttons with your fingernail. You can get a full finger up and down to adjust the brightness of these. So let's get these mounted to a pistol. Let's get outside and just see how they shoot. Okay, folks, so we found ourselves back out on the range for the live fire portion of this review. We have the DALBINOWL TYTO Red mounted on my Mac. Is this a DS9? Is that what this thing is? Mac 9 DS, 4.2 5-inch barrel. We got our customary steel about 20 yards away. Let's just see how it shoots, man. Okay, folks, final thoughts on the DALBINOWL TYTO-G and TYTO-R, the red and green option. I think they're great, man. I think they offer really good value for money. They seem very solid, nice thick aluminum housings, nicely coated lenses. The 2.5 dot, I'm digging that. Guys, if this is something you are interested in, I left you a few things down below that will help you locate where to find these and even give you a little bit off. So, you know, YouTube doesn't like us to do this kind of stuff, but if this is something you're interested in, look down below this video to find all the information you need on where to acquire one of these. I think these are cool. If you can, I think the biggest complaint I get on the videos of these is the name. It throws people for a loop. I don't think it's that bad. I don't care about the name, really, as long as the sucker works. And these so far work. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.